Okay, I want to do a thrifted book haul because there is a thrift store by my job that's less than 5 minutes away. It's on the same street. And I go there on my lunch break. And because it has such a high turnover, they're constantly updating their stuff. And I'm pretty sure they update the book section like Monday through Friday. So this collection of thrifted books, I didn't just get today. I've been collecting them for the past like month and a half. Like I'll go and if I see a good book, I'll buy it because the books are literally $1 compared to when I go to book binges at Barnes & Noble and I spend $100 for 6 books. Like I could spend $6 for 6 books. And today I found really good books, like contemporary authors that I just discovered and have been reading. So I was really excited about that. So let's get into it. Okay, the first book is really random for me. I haven't read Twilight since I was like 13. But anyways, my coworker told me that Stephanie Meyer came out with a Twilight book in her series where it's from Edward's perspective. And I was like, oh my God, I should go to Barnes & Noble and see if they have it. Well, I found it at the thrift store for $2. This one's $2 because the hardbacks are $2, but the paperbacks are all $1. So looked out with that. We have Into the Wilds by, I can't even say, John Crackner. Yeah, a lot of these authors' names I'm gonna not say correctly, so disclaimer on that. But Into the Wilds for $1. I've never read Chuck. I don't even know how to say that last name. I'm not even gonna butcher it, but I found Fight Club. $1. Okay, hardback. This is another Chuck book called Snuff. This is about the porn industry because I saw this on somebody else's Goodreads. Yeah, Casey Wright, porn priestess, intends to cap her legendary career by breaking the world record for serial fornication on camera with 600 men. That is what Snuff is about. It's the same author as this one, Chuck. I don't know how to say the last name. So Snuff, Fight Club. This was $2 because it's a hardback. I found this shit that like was so popular last year or the year before because I always saw the cover everywhere, and I know they still sell it at Barnes & Noble. I think it's a series. I don't really read fantasy. Pretty sure it's fiction, but I found this one and I just snagged it because I'm like, maybe I could sell it on eBay. And then this one. So I don't know which one is first in number in the series, and I know I'm missing some, but I found these two. Both $1, which you could buy this at Target for retail price, which I'm pretty sure is like $19. I found it for $1. So I found these two. I found those recently, like last week. And then I found The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I remember when this was popular too. A lot of people my age were reading this. And I just read Daisy Jones by this author. And I was talking to my one friend who this author is her favorite. And I was like, okay, well, which one should I read next? This one or Malibu Rising? But anyways, I found it at the thrift store. $1. I found another Chuck book. What is this one called? Stranger Than Fiction. Yeah, another Chuck book. And then Miss Hemingway by Naomi Wood. The Husbands of Miss Hemingway. The wife, not the husband. Yeah. And I think his lovers. Found that. Okay, and then these I found today, and I'm really, really excited because Murakami, just got into him, a surrealistic writer from Tokyo, Japan. I've been buying his books at Barnes & Noble. I have 3 now. I've finished 1, but Q. Found one for $1, which is crazy because yeah, I'm spending $17 at Barnes & Noble. So I found this one. And then I found the one that people say is his most popular, 1Q84. Look at how thick it is. It's huge. How many pages is this? It's over 1,000 pages. Yikes. Yeah. $1. Crazy, because I was literally at Barnes & Noble like, should I get this one or should I get this Clockwork one, like 2 weeks ago, and I chose the other one. So this one I saved 20 bucks on. Found that today. I found Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I've never read this. I found Milk and Honey. This one was very popular when I was in college too. It's a poetry book with pictures and stuff inside. $1. I wonder if I have that. I don't really know. I don't think I do. I found Soul Bloom by Ray Wilson, the guy from The Office. I've listened to this book on Audible, but I've never read it. And sadly, whoever donated it took the sleeve off of it. But when I saw the spine and I read this from the section, I was like, I know that book. And can't believe I found it. 2 more. Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee, which Harper Lee wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, which I semi-remember reading when I was in middle school. Don't remember the story. I almost bought that too because they had the same one with the same iconic cover, but I had already had 6 books in my hands, so I told myself no, so I got this one instead by the same author. And then All My Road Before Me, The Diary of C.S. Lewis, which I was talking about this to my boyfriend on the way home today. I was like, who is C.S. Lewis? Like, I remember at the thrift store, I opened this up and read a paragraph and I was like, oh, interesting. I want to get this because I was already picking up like levels of awareness. This is his diary. Somebody published his diaries. But anyways, he's the author of the Chronicles of Narnia. And I remember at the thrift store today, there was also like a whole section of every single one of his books. And I was like, should I get these? And then I was like, but I don't know who C.S. Lewis is. Upon further research, the Chronicles of Narnia and all those stories he wrote in like the 1950s. So I think I might go back tomorrow to see if I can buy more of his books because I just wasn't aware. But anyways, that's my book haul, my thrifted book haul. So thrifted book haul part 2. The Great Divorce, C.S. Lewis. The Problem of Pain, C.S. Lewis. Miracles, C.S. Lewis. Mere Christianity, C.S. Lewis. The Abolition of Man, C.S. Lewis. All $1. These were that sequence of C.S. Lewis books that I went back for today. They were still there. And I'm pretty sure these are the ones I saw on Amazon for $75. So I gotta look that up. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C.S. Lewis books. Then I found Wherever You Go, There You Are. This is like a meditation book where you like read each chapter every morning, which I thought might be fun to do, like on the couch with my coffee. C.S. Lewis, The Business of Heaven, which these are like diary entries or day entries. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get this since I was getting those other ones, but I did stop and read a few of these and I was like, no, this is worth it. Like this one literally just said, Missionaries in Outer Space. Like, love that for me. He must have been a religious guy, that Chronicles of Narnia writer. This is on my Goodreads to read list. Maya Angelou. No. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Yeah, this is on my Goodreads to read list. The Glass Castle. I saw this yesterday too and I went back for it today. I remember this book in high school, but I don't remember what it's about. But anyways, it's on a bunch of people's to read list of 2025. So I was like, fuck it, let me add it to mine. And then one more C.S. Lewis, The Screw Tape Letters. I gotta look this up. Why is that doing that? Okay, my last thrifted book haul of the week. I went back one last time today just to see how really the refresh is throughout the week. And my jaw dropped when I found a Sally Rooney. Absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure I bought this on paperback for one of my next books to read already, but I found it in hard cover. $2. The day will come when my literal findings will be a Sally Rooney intermezzo book, because that's been on my list and I think it's only available in hardcover and I just don't want to spend $30 on it. So I would scream if I found another Sally Rooney at this thrift store, okay? Then I found Britney Spears, The Woman in Me, which I remember when this came out, I was literally boarding a plane to Cancun for a festival and I saw it at the airport and I was so tempted, but the $30 again, really, I just couldn't justify it. This was printed in 2023. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2024 though. Or I saw like Addison Rae being photographed with the paparazzi with this book. Anyways, picked it up for $2. Adding it to the list. And then the last one that I got today is this really cool looking cover. It's by an author, Emma Cline. I know she's American. I looked this book up on Goodreads and honestly the reviews of it weren't that great, but this was her first book ever. And Northern California during the violent end of the 1960s just immediately hooked me. So Emma Cline, The Girls. And that's it for my weekly thrifted book haul. Now I have even more books to read.